But good evening, and thank you guys for joining the virtual Q&A session for this year's ExploreAg Camp programs. My name is Katie Scher, and I will be leading the ExploreAg Camp programming this summer, and I will be acting as the advisor during all of the ExploreAg Camps. I'm looking forward to sharing some great content with you tonight about the programs and answering any questions you may have. If you guys are able to, I would love to have you share in the chat your name, where you're from, and just briefly what made you interested in ExploreAg Camp so we can all kind of get to know each other. Just to walk through what we're going to cover tonight during this call, we are going to be covering the general overview of ExploreAg, what it is, the application process, and what to expect at camp. Following, I will open up for additional questions before closing out the call with a few reminders. If you have any questions throughout the call, you are welcome to submit them in the chat or save them until the end, and then you can unmute and ask them that way. So the ExploreAg program is Ohio Farm Bureau's signature agriculture literacy and workforce development program, offering free week, multi-day, and day-long immersion experiences for high school students. In ExploreAg, students learn about agriculture and related STEM fields through hands-on experiences with industry experts, scientists, and educators. ExploreAg is also a great way to build on your leadership skills and ability to work with others around a common goal. All ExploreAg programming is offered free to students thanks to the generosity of sponsors through the Ohio Farm Bureau Foundation, who believe strongly in cultivating the next generation of curious and inquisitive agriculturalists. In terms of the application process, in capacity, ExploreAg sessions are typically each capped at 30 students to ensure accessibility of quality hands-on experiences. Due to high demand and limited capacity, students must apply and be selected to participate in the summer ExploreAg sessions. Any Ohio student who will be entering 9th through 12th grade in the fall or will be graduating high school this spring is eligible to apply for ExploreAg. While past ExploreAg participants are welcome to apply again, they must recruit a fellow peer to also apply who is new to ExploreAg. With that being said, I will make a note that priority will be given to the first-time ExploreAg participants over those that are returning to the program. In terms of timeline, as most of you know, applications are open and they are due April 15th. Applicants and parents/guardians will be notified by May 1st of selection results, and you will have access to, or you should have access to, all of the ExploreAg Camp dates that we have made public at this point. In terms of communication of selection process and final logistics prior to camp, parents and guardians are seen as the primary point of contact regarding communication from ExploreAg staff to student campers. But for added visibility, students will often be included alongside their parent or guardian on all major camp communications. Email will be the main form of communication prior to camp, and the following will be communicated via email to the parent, guardian, and student. You will receive a notification by May 1 as to if or which summer camp experience your student was accepted to attend. In order to claim your spot, you must respond to the May 1st email and let me know that you plan to attend. Another form of email communication that you'll get prior to the camp is required emergency medical and release forms, and these must be submitted prior to camp. And finally, important camp logistics, such as arrival and departure details, packing lists, etc., will also be emailed out as we approach those ExploreAg programs. ExploreAg staff may reach out via phone call if there is an urgent matter or they are unable to reach you via email in a timely manner. Something that is new this year is that applicants can opt in to sharing educator contact information if it is of value to their situation. So occasionally a school educator volunteers locally to help coordinate camp logistics. That could include transportation or days out of school. While this is not an expectation of school educators nor something Ohio Farm Bureau itself is able to help coordinate, we can be sure to loop in school educators on major camp communications. So once students submit an application, the educator, if they are indicated, will receive an automatic email. Something that we'll note, watch your spam because it may come in your inbox or your spam box, and it will notify them of who added them on their ExploreAg application. And at that point, the educator will then be prompted to accept or decline further camp logistics communications. A few tips to ensure open lines of communication. As I just mentioned, check your inbox and your spam folder regularly leading up to camp. If your camper has a personal email, I would highly recommend sharing that on the application form, as many schools who have emails have strong firewall and privacy settings that prevent most, if not all, external emails from getting to the student. And be sure your voicemail box is both set up and not full so we can reach you if there are any urgent or timely matters that arise. All right, moving on. What to expect at camp. So the sessions that we have available right now, the first one that's coming up is the Colt Lineman training. It's on May 16th, and this is a one-day program, so there is no overnight accommodation necessary. All of the multi-day camps are overnight, so that would include the week-long program at OSU Columbus campus, June 9th through the 14th, the OSU Worcester campus week-long program, June 16th through the 21st, the University of Findlay week-long program, July 7th through the 12th, and the Wilmington College weekend program, June 4th through the 7th. And of course, I will make a note that as we get closer to the fall, keep an eye out for more one-day experiences that we'll be adding on to the program as well. At this point, I want to cover a couple frequently asked questions for folks that are maybe new to the program. So one of the common questions we get is, where do campers stay during overnight camps? All multi-day ExploreAg camps are held on university campuses, and campers will stay in either residence halls or dorms. The only exception is at the Ohio State Worcester camp location, where students are housed in a nearby hotel. Every student will have their own bed, but depending on the location, they may be sharing a room with another student. Another question we get is, what do campers need to bring? What campers need to bring varies based on the camp session they attend, but in general, for overnight camps, campers will typically need to bring enough clothes, bedding, towels, and toiletries, along with any other personal items they would need for the week. Campers will have free Wi-Fi and are encouraged to bring a laptop or tablet to use to complete evening assignments throughout the program. Group computers will be available for those who do not bring one, and a specific list of what to bring will be shared as part of the final camp logistics email we will send out. Another one, will my child be supervised? Who will be working with them and teaching them? To lead students in their camp experience, ExploreAg selects awesome counselors who are fully trained. They are current college students in the fields of agriculture sciences. Counselors are with the campers at all times during the day and in the evening in the residence halls for support. The camp director, which would be myself, also accompanies students on all field trips, lab activities, and is available in the evening for support as well. All counselors and staff are required to pass full background checks in accordance with university policies. Another question is, what kind of curriculum or careers are covered at each camp? The Colt Electric Lineman Training, this is a unique ExploreAg Experience Day made possible by Ohio's electric cooperatives and is hosted at their state-of-the-art training facility. So this camp will have a unique focus on electric co-op specific careers, which play a necessary role in the agricultural sector. But in general, ExploreAg multi-day summer sessions or one-day fall experiences showcase a wide variety of agriculture and related STEM careers. Students will investigate in-demand agriculture opportunities both on campus and the surrounding area. That includes careers that have educational requirements ranging from GED, high school diplomas, technical trade schools to various levels of collegiate curriculum. Efforts are made to highlight career fields that align with each of the 6 major career pathways within the agriculture, food, and natural resources career cluster, as outlined by the U.S. Department of Labor and further defined by the Ohio Department of Education. So those 6 major career pathways are the agribusiness systems, animal systems, environmental service systems, food products and processing systems, natural resources systems, plant systems, and power, structural, and technical systems. During multi-summer sessions or multi-day summer sessions, campers all participate in some age-appropriate professional development and further develop their teamwork and collaboration skills through a week-long small group challenge. Our exceptional collegiate camp staff and some of our program sponsors facilitate professional development workshop for campers that include topics such as networking 101s, basics of resume and cover letters, and various leadership-specific topics. The week-long small group challenge typically requires students to work collaboratively at investigating and hypothesizing a theoretical solution to a current agricultural issue. Each of the small groups will create a brief presentation and present it to their peers at the camp. And then one of the questions we received ahead of time was, what's the difference between the Spark camps and the Explore camps involving information campers will gather or gain from the experience? And both of these programs are really great college and career readiness opportunities for your student to begin exploring careers in and related to agriculture. Spark specifically can be a great stepping stone for a student before going to a multi-day ExploreAg camp. The ExploreAg Camp at Ohio State Columbus is strategically planned each year to align with Spark Expo, as we have found great value in connecting the two groups for a few hours of joint programming during one of the evenings. But some of the key things for Spark Expo, it's a 4-day, 3-night event offered by Ohio 4-H in collaboration with Ohio State University's College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences. They tend to have a younger target audience where students they just completed 8th or 9th grade, and it is college and career readiness focused with one whole day spent investigating the opportunities through the College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences. With the Spark Expo, they do have a minimal registration fee of $75, and you are required to be a 4-H member. So some of the key differences between the Spark Expo and ExploreAg is that ExploreAg tends to have a older target audience. So these would be students who completed 8th through 12th grade. Our programming is organized and sponsored by Ohio Farm Bureau and Ohio Farm Bureau Foundation. And it works in collaboration with various colleges, universities, and industry partners across the state. You get to explore immersive experiences both on and off campus, and the ExploreAg programs are always free to attendees and no membership is required. So I know I covered a lot of information in a very short amount of time, but does anyone have any questions so far? And you are more than welcome to send them in the chat, or you can unmute yourself. All right, another random question if you guys are able to, and you can post it in the chat or you can use one of the reactions down on your bottom menu bar. How many of you have participated in ExploreAg Camp before? All right, for those of you that have not, do you want to send? Okay, I see Robin has not yet. Has anybody else not participated either? Okay. Very nice. Okay, any questions, concerns for those of you that have not participated in the program before? All right, this might be a very short information call, which is great. Robin, what time did you join the call?
Hi, I was just started.
Okay.
So I apologize. I could look at other resources if you suggest to. I hate to have you go over everything again, but
No, you're good, Robin. And we will have a recording of this available
okay.
on the website as well. So you're more than welcome to
Oh,
watch it
perfect.
back.
Thank
But
you.
Jay, yeah, of course. And Jay did submit in the chat, will the programs be the same between the different colleges Findlay, Worcester, and Columbus. So they'll be similar in the fact that they're all looking at exploring careers in agriculture and learning about them, but they are going to have different industry tours and different focuses depending on what each of those colleges offer to students. So the same goal of trying to educate students on what's available, but it might be a little bit different in the technical details. I hope that's helpful, Jay. All right, any other questions? I believe so, Robin. She asked if they're open to only Ohio residents. That is one of the requirements for applicants as they're Ohio students. Thanks, Melinda. All right, any other questions from our group? All right, if not, I will give you guys back some time for your evening. But I wanted to finish out with a few reminders. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, the 2024 ExploreAg summer applications are due April 15th. A recording of this Q&A session will become available on our website at exploreag.org in the coming days. And if you think of any questions after we get off the call today, you are more than welcome to send me an email. You can send it to info@exploreag.org, and I can send that in the chat here real quick. And then my final reminder or tip is to follow us on Facebook for any updates on the ExploreAg camp sessions and any of the fall sessions that we're going to be adding as we get those plans finalized. But if not, if there are no further questions, I will be happy to let you all get back some of the time for your evening. I appreciate this group. I know we're a small group, but I feel like we were pretty mighty. Thanks for participating with me, and I hope you found this beneficial. I'm going to stick on the call for a little bit longer if you have questions, but other than that, you all are free to go.